Pioneer done.
Pioneer done. Alright, let's hop over. So we have 4-color reclamation versus eldrazi stoneblade.
Oh, this is gonna be a headache. And you have deck lists for this one, though.
Yes, I do. I mean...
Wow, we have only been live for an hour. We already went through...
2, yeah.
2 matches?
2.
Okay.
Two Pioneer matches. I said modern, I mean, it's kind of up in the air. Like, let's see what happens.
I feel like this matchup is an absolute grind.
The problem is that both these decks are late game decks.
Absolutely.
And so it's like...
Brandon, Eldrazi, Stoneblade. That's just mono white.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I mean, because like, they were trying to use Stoneforge Mystic or the...
Displacer?
Yeah, Thought Not Seer Displacer combo.
Oh, that's...
And so I said,
that's
like,
pretty good.
That's this. Once you go late game, like, cool, I'm just going to Displacer combo you this and then it's like kill you with whatever else. And then obviously on the Reclamation side, they just want to get to the point of they can just have Wilderness Reclamation, have a bunch of mana, and cast Nexus of Fate, take infinite turns, and then just kill you.
Alright, this was Brandon on 4-color Reclamation,
Yep.
and Brandon on Eldrazi Stoneblade.
Yep.
It's the battle of the Brandons.
There was 3 Brandons that night, and it got real confusing real quick.
Yep. A good amount. Several years ago, when I played in Tri-Cities a lot more often, there were like 5 different Chris's.
I mean, like, it's not too bad. Like, at most we'll have like 3 Zacks when and play live. I think it's like we'll have like 3 Zacks at most, since that's not that bad.
Who's the third?
There was the newer guy that was coming before everything got shut down.
I don't remember.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like, all right.
And I hated that because I was the only Zack in like 100-mile radius.
Well, I mean, there was Collins, but I mean, typically
I know, but then I started coming to Yakima more often.
Yeah.
Then there was Zach Collins,
Yeah.
and then in Tri-Cities there was Zechariah.
Yeah, and so we started. So you're no longer unique. So it's turn 1 Triome, turn 1 Plains. All right. So probably the best turn 2 play that 4-color can do is what's the Secret Lair Flooded Strand?
No, that's a Nationals promo.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was.
You sure?
Yes. The ally fetches were not in Secret Lair. The enemy fetches.
Enemy fetches. You are correct. Okay. I think the best turn 2 play you could have done was Search for Escanta, but
Yes. I am not a good blue player, but I recognize that Flooded Strand.
that's only because you play the weird. You play the not expedition foils like some pleb.
I was very impressed with that Flooded Strand art. I loved it.
It is pretty good. Oh man, like. So we opened collector boxes today, which you guys can see on YouTube in a little bit. We did end up one of our expeditions we got was the foil ancient tomb. And
Nice.
Like, God, that's so pretty.
Excuse me. A little over a week ago, I got talked into a collector booster draft, and that was dumb.
Oh, that always hurts.
It was
Mystic Sanctuary.
Oh, Mystic
Right,
Sanctuary tapped.
with right, no value, just
But let's see, there was a Verdant Catacombs opened. In my first pack, it was an extended art foil lithoform engine.
Nice.
So I took that and I passed an Omnath. And then in the second pack, I opened a Misty Rainforest and I passed an Omnath.
Yeah. Well, I think out of the 4 boxes that we cracked, I think we ended up having like 6 Omnaths. One was a foil showcase, which was kind of nice. Aether Vial is definitely going to hurt Wilderness Reclamation, but he gets a second Sanctuary. I assume he puts a Frantic Inventory on top. I want to say Frantic Search. I'm like, that's not right. And a Wilderness Reclamation. All right, so
I think that's a Secret Lair Misty Rainforest.
that one is yes.
Yes.
Like, cool. Like, move to end step, untap. Oh, double Force Negation in hand.
Not very great against
not
a
great.
creature-based.
I'm surprised he didn't fire that off against the Aether Vial.
He probably has an answer. I really don't know.
Well, no, but that's...
I don't know.
I mean, he's got Cryptic up, so I'll go counterbounce. Counterbounce Aether Vial.
Is he? Well, he's definitely countering
Yeah.
that.
Counterbounce Aether Vial. Yay! I'm so proud of you.
It just feels so bad to lose your turn to Cryptic Command.
Oh, what feels worse is when you get to go on that Cryptic Command. Oh,
Oh
my
my
god!
God.
Oh!
Oh, no.
I have a feeling who's winning game 1 right now.
This is just going to be a slog.
So, first untap trigger.
1, 2.
Frantic Inventory. So, draw 2.
Oh my god.
Float
Second.
2. Second untap trigger.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Factor
Factor
Fiction.
Fiction. That's
Ooh,
a good one.
Alright. So
It's a
this
breeding
is-
pool. Misty Rainforest.
It's a lot of land, Cryptic.
Land, Cryptic Remand.
Ooh. Alright.
I feel like you put Cryptic Command in one pile and the rest in the other. That's just me.
Yeah. I think that he plays a third Mystic Sanctuary. He's like, yeah, he's like, nah, I'll take the 4 land. This is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to discard though. That's also, but I think he missed a land drop. I think he did. But he can't play a land for him. This is all end of turn. So now he's looking at discarding. So like, all right, discard remand.
It's kind of funny. Wilderness Reclamation gives you a bunch of mana, but it doesn't help you with land drops.
I mean, it pseudo does. You play things at instant speed.
It's
Like
a
what?
Gonjo
Aether
Castle,
Vial.
Play the Vial. I have not seen a Gonjo Castle played in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Counter that.
Yeah, I was like, no, like that's the one thing that just gets around. Oh,
Force Pitch Force.
that never feels good, but
That's how it is in Legacy.
Thalia,
Remand.
and you might as well draw a card.
It's not getting any better.
He chooses not to play Thalia, and even though he has 2 open.
Huh. What does he have? What would he have?
I swear, I am thinking as well. Unless he just wants to draw a card, but I still think playing the Thalia out is just better.
Absolutely. Thalia is definitely better. There's nothing in his deck list that would justify that play. That's hero. And he's already got a stocked graveyard.
Yeah. I mean, he can't cast it from the graveyard this turn. So that is a plus for the other person, but
I mean, it's
issue.
It's really path it. Okay, that's a
Trick on the stack. I think Trick on the stack. He let that happen. So I guess that makes sense of why he didn't play Thalia, because he was probably afraid of a creature. But if you know the deck you're playing, you shouldn't be afraid of the creature threats.
very true.
Because I think it's like Uro Snapcaster are the only creatures that really plays. Because at that point, it's just going to try and win with a big Teferi or Jace and Nexus you out of the game.
Yeah, and the fact that he played 2 Wilderness Reclamation, that's a tell-all that I am playing minimal creatures.
Oh, so alright, so he fetches his 3rd Mystic Sanctuary, and
So
I think he put Cryptic on top.
He's just conceded.
Yeah, he put Cryptic on
This
top,
game is-
and then
the
he's
game
like,
is
yeah,
too
we're
far
just
gone.
done. Yeah. Well, especially when you have that kind of hand advantage,
Yeah,
and
he
like
is-
if I think
The card
Brandon
advantage
only
is-
had like a Thalia, so it's like, yeah, you're just so far behind. Like Thalia's cool, but it's not like here's 21 mana effectively cool.
with a full grip constantly.
Yeah,
You're not going to get through that.
No. Alright, so boarding in. Let's see. If I am 4 color, I am bringing in Supreme Verdict, Ashiok, Nightmare, whatever, the 5-drop one from Theros. Path to Exiles are definitely coming in as well. I guess the Dead of Winter, because you do run some Snowland, you can at least kill, like, everything is probably going to have a small butt on the other side.
It's basically a white weenie deck with a couple eldrazi. And
Yeah.
Dead of Winter.
I mean, like, the big thing is you kill Thalia, you kill Giver, you kill Stoneforge.
I feel like Dead of Winter will be better than Force Negation.
Oh, hands down. Let's see, on the Stoneblade side, Gideon Alexander card would be good. Eidolon of Rhetoric would be fine. Mind Sensor is going to be really good.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in Peace would also be good because he shows you the Uro. Also, it stops
Mystic Sanctuary.
Mystic Sanctuary, thank you. And, I mean, he doesn't obviously know, but it also stops Search for Riscanta. from being able to flip and you get the stupid advantage.
Yep.
So what do you drop though? I think you would drop Flicker Wisps.
Flicker Wisp does not seem.
I think it comes down on Giver of Runes as well. I think you'd come down on some number.
Yeah, because he'll have is Wilderness Wreck playing Path? He's not.
He's playing 2 on the board, so I think he brings in obviously gets a creature deck. But like the Flicker Wisp, like when you're gonna Flicker Wisp their Planeswalker, that's not gonna be good. You're gonna Flicker Wisp the Reclamation, it doesn't do anything. Like
Flicker Wisp is not great against control.
Yeah. I say if you want to keep like 1 in for like yourself, be like to flicker your own.
If you don't have anything better, keeping in 1 is totally fine.
Right, but I mean I think if he brings in what we think he's bringing in, I think he's taking out all 4. But all right. Game 2. I will say I do like that about our play groups. Is we have some tier 1 decks and we just have some like 1.5 and tier 2 decks. They're all just so much fun.
Doesn't have to win all the time, but it's gonna be fun.
Well, honestly, that's a big thing I like about FNMs is that like you can take like a Boggles to an FNM deck and win.
If no one expects it, you're gonna win.
Yeah, or place high, right? I suppose you go to a major tournament, you're probably not gonna do that well with Boggles.
That is a Swamp Fatal push. Did not expect that at all.
I mean, Stoneforge, he plays 2 in the main.
Just 2.
I mean, you're trying to stall out until you get to the combo. Oh, Sophie. All right. I guess the Pro Blue would be important because it protects the creature from Teferi downticks. And I guess it protects from all the creatures, so Teferi, Uro,
Fire Knife protects him from the majority of his deck.
Yeah.
He is playing 2 Fatal Pushes?
In the main board, yeah.
So, yeah, just 2 Fatal Pushes and 2 Dead of Winters on the side?
Yeah.
Those are the only black cards.
6-1.
That's a definite silence. Oh, I forgot that card was a thing.
I looked over like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good for control, especially when there's a Stoneforge on the board.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, man. Alright. So, Breeding Pool into play tapped. Activate Stoneforge. Bring in a fire. So if you don't have a removal spell, you're taking 6 a turn.
What?
5. You're taking 5 a turn, excuse me. Because 2 damage from sword. Yeah. I was thinking 3
What
and
does
3.
he even have to answer the sword?
I mean, like Cryptic could answer the sword. Kind of,
because Stoneforge is still in play.
Yeah.
Sometimes Cryptic Command is super good, sometimes it's not great.
I mean, Cryptic Command is probably like the best blue spell in Modern.
Yeah, probably.
Like Legacy, obviously it's Brainstorm or Force of Will, and then like Vintage, obviously it's Recall.
Legacy is a different ballgame entirely.
Oh god, if we go when we go back to Lorwyn, if we don't get Cryptic Command back, Cryptic Command and Pioneer. Oh.
Well, let's see. When we went back to Innistrad, we did not get Huntmaster of the Fells. We didn't
get Snapcaster back either.
Nope.
Boo!
We got a very good Liliana.
Oh my god. So that's a Stoneforge plus Giver. So now, like, if you go back to his turn,
that is just a stacked board.
I think at this point it's game unless you have a board wipe.
He can't even cast Verdict. Does he have Verdict? What is he? He has Dead of Winter.
Well, I think he has 1 Verdict in the board, but the double white.
The creature has protection from blue. The sword is not
and
protection.
red, correct.
Yeah.
But like, the Giver can also give Stoneforge protection from white or black. Who's going to try and Fatal Push or Path. That's why I was like that. If it comes back to his turn, I think Stoneblade's taking this game.
Absolutely.
Stoneblade's taking this game.
Yep.
Like,
Oh, he just has
Like,
everything in play is just
it's-
super annoying.
Yeah, it's. At this point, he could go sword. He could go additional sword equip. Was it sword of sinew and
Sinew and skill.
really?
Wait.
Like no feast or famine is what I'm surprised at. That's
Main deck Sinew and skill.
that's what I'm saying. TKS. All right. Ooh.
So, minus
so you could counterbounce the sword.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
And save yourself some damage. The problem is that you're still not permanently answering what's going on.
And he could drop the sword at the end of.
Right, but I'm saying, but he's not attacking, so you're saving yourself
Right.
5 points of damage, which is fine.
You know what this? You know what this looks like? Legacy. It looks like D&T in Legacy.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's very similar.
Counter and
Wait,
what did we do?
what set was Giver of Runes in?
Modern Horizons. Giver of Runes was in Modern Horizons. It is not standard legal. It's
Sorry.
Pioneer legal.
Okay, I was thinking we were in Pioneer for a second.
No, no,
Jesus,
no.
I was like, my brain just.
Stoneforge and Ether Vial.
Yeah,
are
no,
not.
yeah, no, that's right. They were Pioneer legal. That's just what I was like. My brain just went off a cliff for a second. Like, wait, that's not right. Like, nope, because we started with Pioneer. That was the issue. So my brain's like, oh, we're still in Pioneer. No, we're not.
I once played Rawl in Pioneer. I was playing Mardu Demonic Pack. He was playing 4-color fires with like a Fae of Wishes. And at one point, he plays Hall of Heliod's Generosity. And I thought, that's a Modern Horizons card. That is not Pioneer legal.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, if that was Pioneer legal in Fires of Invention, that would be insane.
He looks like Fetch, Mystic or
Basic Sanctuary.
um,
What? What happened to Search Res Canta?
I don't know. Oh, Ghost Quarter.
Oh, Ghost Quarter because it got
Okay.
flipped. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for
Reclamation
putting
is just
something
so
on
far
top.
behind.
Yeah. Oh no, it's like the second that Stoneforge and Giver hit, I was like, yeah, it's real bad. Sure.
Let's play a Wilderness Reclamation and not get a lot of value. That's his one spell for the turn.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's
I mean,
5 damage right there.
Well, yeah, so he's not tapping. Yeah, he's not tapping. He's not attacking with Giver. You keep that up for the actual protection.
You cannot play another spell.
Oh, you can cycle.
Oh, you can cycle though. That is very true.
So he floated all the mana and then's like, I'm gonna cycle for 6. I'm like, yeah. That
is
legal.
a very good
It's
play.
legal.
Yeah. Shark Typhoon, the Sharknado is a lot better than I give it credit for.
Like the shark. My thing was like shark. I'm like, okay, the cycle. Like, my thing is that 6 mana for the enchantment was a lot, or 5, 6.
It was 6. It's a 6 drop.
Yeah, 5 and blue. I'm like for that. I'm like, I was like, I don't know if this card on a cycling alone is going to be good enough. That's was always my thing. I was like, I don't know.
He's too far behind. A 6/6 flyer is just not good enough. But he tapped his team.
You have your opponent on a 3-turn clock.
Yes.
And your opponent effectively currently has you on the same clock. But if you're swinging first, display.
Oh, there's Displacer. Yep. And yeah, that gets rid of your token.
Not this turn though.
Not this turn.
Sanctuary.
Mystic Sanctuary, put Cryptic on top. Modern has come.
If it's a Teferi, he can bounce the Displacer.
That's zero.
Or it's
No, that's not Teferi. It's wild how far Modern has come where I will lay a land and get this spell back. I will cycle this and
Yeah,
you just get a round of you cast 1 spell a turn.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's great.
Whereas before, everyone was just casting spells
What?
endlessly and just trading
Wait,
blows.
He's-
Oh, he drew 2 cards from Archmage's Charm. Wait, he can't do that.
Yeah, as I said, like it's. I think they both missed that.
Yeah. This is probably just such a
Oh no! Different class says you can't cast more than 1 creature, 1 non-creature spell a turn. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure specifically non-creature.
That actually was that is
I think that was the thing.
uh,
Deafening Clarion.
No, that's a red white board wipe. Deafening silence.
Silence. Sorry. Yes.
Deafening silence. No more than one non-creature spell.
Okay.
You are correct. Wow, if it was just one spell,
Well, then it'd be rule
that
of
would
law.
be rule of law.
Yeah.
And rule of law got downgraded.
Well, yeah, the rule of law is 3 costs. I was like, if they put it on a 1 cost enchantment, of course it's just that much better.
But it was a rare at one point.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
No.
look how much Modern has advanced. That card's an uncommon now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's like, yeah, blink your token. All right. So now Brandon's just definitely behind. I mean, like you can theoretically cryptic lock them. Ooh, there's the Eidolon.
Yeah, this is just getting further and further from winning for control.
What does Eidolon of Rhetoric say?
Each player cannot cast more than one spell per turn. Any spell.
Okay. So I was going to say, Brandon will cast a wild growth. So I was just like... But it's because the Rhetoric doesn't check until he's actually there. So
Yep, and hasn't Vial even done anything?
it flashed in the Eidolon. Like, alright, sack, draw a card. I mean, so you can swing for 6, 7, 8
Yeah?
this turn? Which is perfectly reasonable.
Just everything on Stoneblade's side is just a major problem.
Yeah.
But, that's what D&T style decks do.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is just low cost and really annoying.
Well, yeah, it's you tax your opponent. Amazing. Who did I guess how it got its name?
That is one of the decks where the name doesn't perfectly suit it. Whereas, well, back in the day we had Cocoa Puffs and all those wonky names, but now it's a lot of people just want
Cocoa
straight
Puffs, was it Solar Flare?
Solar Flare. There was Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah.
Bunch of Four Horsemen.
Eggs. What? Yeah, it was just a bunch.
But now it's all is that Delver, Teamer Control, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like once they actually started making the shards again, that was the big one.
Oh, the wedges, yeah.
Yeah, and like so it just made everything be able to be named a lot easier.
I really liked Rug and Bug. Those were very fitting.
Yeah.
What does Control even do at this point? He has not drawn a Dead of Winter.
Yeah. 1, 2. I think he has 4, so he has 4 Snowland. 1, 2, 3, 4 Snowlands. I mean, he could.
It'll kill everything.
He could wipe the board if he drew it. So he has Teferi. So he could Teferi down. No, because Vial's still on 3, so that doesn't work.
Yeah, it just everything he does, it's not going to work. All he can do is just stall out with Cryptic Command.
I mean, sometimes it's enough, but the second your opponent has a TKS.
Thought Not Seer and Ether Vial and a Deafening Silence. It's just
oh
oh my god! All right, Cryptic Command in one pile, everything else in the other.
Yeah.
Because Cryptic Command is his only way to try to find a Dead of Winter.
Yep. So. Yep, it was like that's exactly what we did. And like, yeah, here's a Cryptic. All right. I love Cryptic.
Just pass the turn, can't use that mana for anything
Cryptic
else.
currently is my second favorite blue card in Modern.
First being Urza.
Of course. Zach, you know, if I have chosen to pimp out a deck,
It will be Urza.
that it is Urza, because Urza has been my favorite character, lore-wise, since the beginning, since I got into Magic. I was like, Urza and Teferi, like, once Teferi was a creature for the first time in Time Spiral, I was like, ah!
And that's where Sonic Boom came
Oh, God, so I really should. I should build a deck on Moto for Modern.
It probably won't be super competitive, but, you know, nostalgia.
Dude, I'm building Scepter Silence right now in Modern because 3-drop Teferi. It's like, if you have Teferi, cool. Like, you know, take away your threat. Turn 4, Isochron Scepter with Silence. During your upkeep, silence you. You can't play any spells ever. You were just locked out of this game.
Isochron Scepter, Orange Chant.
Orange Chant's not Modern legal.
I know, but it was
But-
standard legal at one point.
Oh no, and trust me, yes. Like, I miss those days. Because Orange Chant, you could kick it, and they also couldn't attack, which was like, yeah.
That's what made something going under Isochron Scepter even better. Because you can pay one more.
Well, yeah, you can pay kickers for anything, which is like.
Oh, absolutely.
I was like, yeah, you can
It's
just
like
concept
back-
and burst lightning.
I feel like back in those days, Kicker was busted.
When they try kickers, pretty okay today, but like
It's fairly
pa-
tame
pa-
right now.
Power level back then, yes.
Back then, the creatures were pretty good at best, but the spells were over the top.
Yeah, and now it's shifted to they make the creatures a lot better.
Because wizards want creatures to bash into each other.
Yeah. Oh god, it's just the prices. And so yeah, Cryptic. I assume tapping everything down, drawing a card. It's like activate Stoneforge. I guess the steel and whatever. It might be another Batter Skull. But like the Moto prices for some stuff is just ridiculous.
Oh god, yeah.
Like
Is Force
for
Edition still way up there?
$80
Jeez.
on Moto per. Teferi's came back to like 30 a piece, and then I back up to 40. I'm really glad I picked up a set at 30.
I
30 a
remember
piece. But
shortly after Horizons came out, I opened a foil waterlogged grove, and it was worth $50 at the time, and I traded it straight across for a foil season pyromancer. And right now, I got more than double my value because
Oh, yeah.
season pyromancer is over 100, and waterlogged grove is like 35.
yeah. Pulled a foil Renin 6, sold it for $155.
We did not expect that card to go that much higher. We didn't think it would be that
Dude, no, like,
good.
I because it was seeing Legacy play. It's like, okay, this is the hype train. Sell it now. I sold it now, and it was like they kept climbing like 300. I was like, Jesus.
And then it got played in Modern because it was.
Well, because John was like, this is great.
Oh
This is
my
exactly what
god, John
needs.
just loved it.
Oh.
Strict upgrade.
So it's like down tick to fairy, target Eidolon. Cool. Aether Vial and the Fickle Whistle on the Eidolon.
Yep.
Like, cool. Cast Uro.
This at this point the game is just like he's just stalling, trying.
If
to
he
find-
doesn't have a Cryptic, he has a Cryptic hand. Okay, he doesn't have Cryptic, he's just Dex. I'm like, he just equips the Eldrazi with Batter Skull and just kills him because of the Pro Blue. But if Brandon can bait him to like effectively swing all out, and he has a Nexus of Fate, Brandon could actually win this game. But because then you can, if you force your opponent to attack with everything,
Is he playing 1 or 2 Nexus?
1.
Okay.
But you force your opponent to like attack with everything, right? They're tapped out, and you just beat them with Uro and just keep taking, keep taking additional turns so we can keep finding Nexus. But I mean that's a long way off. The Flicker Wisps the Uro? Must have missed something. Eidolon came back in. I don't know why Earl is face down right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he blinked. Okay, he blinked his own flicker wisp to blink Earl. Okay.
Oh, and he's tapping the team down.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, TKS. He's got the combo. There's a second Wilderness Reclamation to Teferi and Growth Spirals. Alright, take with it to Teferi. Earl comes back. Trigger Earl.
But then he will go back to the graveyard.
He will go back to the graveyard.
So I guess that's something of a fix.
I mean, depending on how many cards he has in the graveyard, sure. If he does not have... if he can't find a way to cycle Cryptic again, he's just dead. This looks like fetch. Get to Triumph. Alright, untap, draw. So uptick. Fetch. I mean, if you're digging for Nexus, that doesn't help you because you've already drawn your card for turn.
He's just living on borrowed time at this point.
I mean, if he can keep finding Nexus and keep casting it at this point,
if he can find a Nexus, or he can.
Well, because he can uptick to Fairy to the
Winter.
point of then he can just like downtick. He can just like downtick multiple times. So like, take away the Aether Vial, take away the Eidolon.
That does not look like many cards in his library. That's,
no. All right.
That's got
Growth
like,
Spiral.
That's probably like 15 cards.
Yeah. Land.
And constantly laying lands.
I mean, that's what the deck wants to do. But he's at 12.
12
So
to 16.
5, 9. I mean, his opponent has lethal on the board. If he doesn't have Cryptic,
which he always seems to have.
oh, he's been able to cycle it, but like he wasn't doing the Mystic Sanctuary, like bounce Mystic Sanctuary Cryptic.
Yeah, I see 3 Mystic Sanctuaries.
You know, like all of them I said, but like you can use Cryptic to like tap the team down, bounce Sanctuary, play Sanctuary,
Yeah.
put Cryptic back on top. You can get him in that lock. And he's dead. Okay, game 3.
Oh.
-4. Okay, where's the damage for the sword going? At you. Alright, -4. Cool. Alright, so now the slogfest for game 3. Hopefully Nexus doesn't get locked out like that.
If he finds a Nexus, like, as soon as he can cast it safely, I think he's going to be in a good spot.
There probably is a way to get it back and to keep getting it.
Yeah.
That's a big reason that these decks were Sultai and or were
Teamer?
Sultai. Well, no, Sultai because of the Mystic.
That's right. Yep.
Mystic Teachings, Mystical Teachings.
Oh, Mystical Teachings. Yes.
Because you could just like flash it back to go get right. Like,
That
flash
deck
it
was
back
so
to
strong, but it was so slow.
It's a fun deck. I love that deck. I miss Mystical Teachings for Sonic Boom. Like,
You play slow blue decks and make your opponent concede in frustration.
just because I took 26 turns in a row in Standard doesn't mean anything. Zach, if you're watching this video later, I apologize for nothing. I'm pretty sure you had that video on the tavern side of the channel where it's just like taking all the turns and just watching him just slowly slump against a wall, just waiting. It was great.
Oh, you just made the other Zach die a little inside?
Oh, every time. Like, Nexus, okay? Boop, boop, Nexus. Uptick to Fairy. Ultimate to Fairy. Draw a card, exile that, Nexus. Draw a card, exile that, Nexus. Draw a card, exile that, Nexus. Just taking little bits of his soul was just so satisfying.
I remember in Dominaria Ixalan Standard, I was playing Esper Control against an Esper Lich deck, and I can't remember the. I know it's like Lich something.
Yeah, I know
but
what you're talking about.
he got the Lich thing out in play, and I thought, how do I beat this? I managed to ult Teferi and just exile every one of his permanents.
Yep.
Until the Lich just killed him.
Yep.
It was a slog fest, but I just go, draw a card, exile, draw a card, exile, draw a card, exile.
No, like Teferi is great because like let your win con. I'm like Teferi, and just like okay, and then what? And like then commit to memory. Like memory, we shuffle our graveyards and draw this many cards. By the way,
that's a game ender.
Exile 7 your land. Pass. oh, you only have 2 land and I have 12? With a Teferi emblem? GG's. It's kind of like restarting the game with Karn. 7-drop Karn. You're like, this feels good. Oh god, I've done that to Burn so many times. Like up to Karn, K, restart the game.
Ooh.
What? I said restart the game. Why? I'm at 5. I'll work you back at 20 with a full grip, plus your like goblin guide on my board to block with. Thank you. Perfect.
I honestly cannot remember the last time I've seen a game restarted through Karn Liberated. It has been a long time.
I mean, usually it's because you're just down thing with Karn, and people concede before they get to that point.
Right.
So, all right.
Some people value their sanity. That's
Rest in peace. Wow.
Every time we saw that.
Oh.
No more Euro.
Oh, I mean, like, Euro can still happen, because he does still draw you a card and gain you 3 life, and play additional land.
That is fine. He is not doing anything past that.
Right. He is no longer your alternate win con.
Yep. At that point, your win con is Nexus. Because it never hits the grave.
Yeah, Nexus and Jace.
Yep, which is so dumb. You cannot surgically extract it.
No. But you can Unmoored Ego it.
That is very true. And if you're just in black, Lost Legacy is an option.
God, I was so mad playing the mill deck on Moto. At one of the decks, it wasn't a league.
Oh yeah, the Yoran 120 card deck.
Yeah, and then for game 2, he brings in his full sideboard, 135 cards. I was like,
that is the best.
This is how you make a mill player cry. I was so upset with that. Oh, this is not a good start for Reclamation. That's
turn 2, Rest in Peace. Turn 3, Ether Vial.
Turn 3,
Thalia. That is
I said like Ether Vial Thalia is just like Cryptic counter Thalia. Yeah.
Counter draw.
Ugh.
So Stoneblade is on a pretty good start.
I mean, there's no pressure. Oh man, that Mystic Sanctuary, so many targets.
It comes in untapped though.
It's because 3 islands.
I know, but it comes in untapped.
Draw a card.
At least it doesn't come in untapped. At least it. You can't say, my Mystic Sanctuary comes in tapped.
I guess he can Teferi here, and he could bounce Rest in Peace.
Does he even care at this point?
I mean, so
I feel like
you force your opponent to have to sink 2 more mana in to play it. So if they're gonna play, if they had a plan to play on curve, you just took that away from him.
Yep.
He does have a Force Negation in hand, so if your opponent did try to play, you could force him.
He has a Force, a Search for his Canton, and 2 Archmage Charms.
Which I think you would just pitch the Search.
Yeah, Search for his Canton is not getting anywhere.
Even if Rest in Peace doesn't hit. It's like, attempt to play, rest. The big question is, do you care? think I care that much. So he let it resolve. Stoneforge. Force negation does not hit creatures. Boo, wizards.
I'm glad it doesn't hit creatures.
Give us a force negation that only hits creatures. I'm fine with that too.
It's called Essence Scatter.
But you can't pitch a card on your opponent's turn.
Doesn't matter. Essence Scatter counters a creature for 2.
But it doesn't counter it for 0. That's the issue. It doesn't count it for 0 and an additional card from my hand.
That's a Stoneforge.
He needs to find an answer for it, because if not, then Stoneforge is just gonna be able to
He's
search.
playing it out.
I mean, it gets you.
Oh, looks like he pitched Euro to.
No,
he did not
he cast.
No.
Yeah, he cast Euro because rest in peace, and then
Gotcha.
immediately win. Search does let you look at the top card, so you can effectively have live draws from there. But I think that Stoneforge on the board is what's gonna end this game. So now he's 2 mana. Oh, and Vial going up to 2 is also going to be a problem. So, bunch exiled.
Get rid of that land.
He's like, yeah, so he's looking for luck. Was that an engineer explosives?
I did not get a good look.
Engineer explosives would be a good one.
I think that's a Misty Reinforced.
Oh,
Brandon does not have EE in the board.
oh, unfortunate.
Wow, Explosives is not nearly as good as it used to be.
I mean, yes and no. Like if you can cast them like Emery's are pretty good. There's an extra coming, I promise.
I really want to play that new black-red Prowess Shadow deck with 4 shadows, 4 scourges. It's a monster.
Yeah,
that deck looks so fun.
Scourges are $50 a piece on Moto right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's standard for that is just ridiculous. So like if any standard cards go into modern, it's just so difficult. TKS, counter that. Just counter. No, get it out of here.
But I could pay about like 35 for extended Arfoils for a Scourge.
Oh yeah, no, I said like, but I was like, on Moto, I said like that's one of the decks I wanted to kind of get. But I was like, I'm not paying $200 for a set of those to play a Blitz deck that I'm probably not gonna play that often.
In a standard, it's a standard card.
Yeah.
Well, that's Search for Azcanta only hits non-creatures.
Well, no, he's fetching.
Oh,
and there's Aven Mindsense on the board.
Oh, that hurts. Oh, that just hurts so bad.
Yeah. Yep. Then they go to the bottom, and then you shuffle. So people forget the power of Aven Mind Sensor. They really do.
It's when you don't expect it, it hurts.
Even when you do expect it, it still hurts because you have to play around it.
It's such a fringe played card nowadays, though.
Oh, he didn't even.
Oh, and he.
Yeah, I said the rule is if it touches your hand, you no longer have a choice.
Yep. Okay, see, looks like he's uptaking Teferi.
I think he has a choice. I think Teferi's at 2 and I was at 3.
Oh, yeah.
So.
1, 2,
3.
3. Dead of my turn. Teferi.
Teferi. All right, sure.
Might as well. Let's bounce the vial.
All right. Did he draw a card?
There he goes. There's Jace. Does Jace even do anything at this point? That's a Fire and Ice in play.
Yeah, you could brainstorm.
I
feel like you would have to brainstorm.
Yeah.
If you play Jace, because unsummoning doesn't do anything. It stalls a turn. And does not do much else. So it looks like Jace Brainstorm. Land, Wild Growth, Mystery, third card. I mean, you probably want to keep... you're going to put the fetch on top, minimum. You can keep the Wild Growth in hand to pitch to force. If he's going to play the Aether Vial, I guess, but he's just behind.
Yeah.
Man, Sophie and Sinew in the main board, that's the surprising ones for me.
I can understand Sophie. Sinew and Steel, that I don't...
What are the abilities for...
Sinew and Steel is Pro Black Red.
Right, yeah, but...
if it hits, shatter an artifact or kill a planeswalker.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a sideboard.
That's it. I was saying, I don't think it's a main board one. That's why I was
it's
just
definitely
like,
not.
Like, sweet. So he's taking for 5.
Oh,
so you just killed them both. Okay.
Yep, that's.
I mean, yeah, you knew it was gonna happen.
Yep.
Trigger.
Now he just has an empty board and
an Uro in hand.
what can?
He has an Archmage's Charm in hand, so you can just draw 2 cards and hope to find the
He's
Uro.
playing Uro. Just draw 1 card for now. Play that land.
Yeah, so now you can draw. Alright, yeah. So gain 3, take 2, so net gain 1.
Yeah.
So you have Charm in hand.
What does that even? It doesn't even do anything.
It draws you 2 cards. The problem is that, your opponent is just so far ahead right now.
Yeah. Drawing cards does not do much in the face of something with a Sophie slapped onto it.
Yeah. I'm excited, Miller. You're taking 6 a turn. So you're gonna take 5, 6, 7. I think they missed 2 damage from the Sophie.
Probably.
And counter it. Alright, so. Because, yeah, 8 intentions is a 2-1, right? And the Sophie gets +2/+2. So there's 4 with that's 5. Here's a 16, yeah. So they missed 2 damage.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think it's going to affect the outcome of this game.
It may or may not, but Stoneblade is just so far ahead.
Yeah, I was like, I'm leaning towards not right now.
5 mana.
Ashiok.
That's an interesting one.
Here's the problem.
Still blue.
I was like, it's still blue.
He can bounce the sword, though.
That doesn't do a whole lot, because he still has enough mana to cast it and
true.
equip it again.
Ugh. Man, when Sword of Ice is good, it's really good.
When Sophie's good, Sophie is fantastic. It's the same thing with Feast and Famine. When Feast and Famine is good, it's fantastic. Like sort of Feast and Famine, like against Jund, is just like ugh. So Brandon's on a 2-turn clock. Thanks.
Can't even block that thing.
Nope. So 4 flying.
And then shoot.
Shoot him.
Shoot Ash.
Really? If you shot him.
Is Ashiok at 4?
Yeah,
I think I'd go upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was gonna. Well, if he goes upstairs, he just kills him next turn. Oh, it's EKS.
Cast out Thought here, and
no cards in hand.
he's empty-handed. Yeah. Give her.
Oh Jesus.
Because why not?
Well, give her if Brandon find a board wipe, Givers wins him the game because he can just make the Eldrazi pro blue.
Yep. Just make a blocker. Nexus, so that doesn't help much.
So here's the thing: it actually could have, because his opponent is tapped out. You could have bounced the sword,
Oh yeah.
and then with Ashrock's ability, and then hoped to have drawn a board wipe, because then you wipe the board. All he has in hand is sword, and then you have a planeswalker. I think that would have been the correct chance to take. But he might get upticked to make the creature, so I think that was the mistake.
He just bought himself a turn.
Yeah, and sometimes Nexus just does that.
Get rid of that
land.
I think he drew a land. Yeah, the writing's on the wall.
If it's a land, he's just guaranteed dead.
And Stoneblade has 3 cards.
Oh, it's a land. Yeah. Oh no.
This game's over.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Oh. I think tournament wise, I think this is one of the longer matches, but still, like this, it's a very competitive match.
It really is.
Like it's kind of like you and the other one. You guys just like, all right, we're gonna go back and forth. Let's see what happens. Right, I see. He's just calculating this out. Is there any way around this? Like you could bounce the
Giver?
No, because you're at 7, so you're still just dead. I was like, you could bounce the Thought Knots. So if he had bounced the Thought Knot Seer previously, he actually would have been able to live for a turn, because then he can just bounce the Stoneforge as well. And then he has blockers. So he would go to 1 from the Aven Mind Sensor.
Right.
And so they would have bought him an additional turn. So that was a slight mistake he made, because then he had 1 additional turn to maybe find a board wipe.
It's at the point where this game has gone on so much, they've probably just have such a headache.
Yeah. But that's why if you're going to play control, you can't do that. You have to make optimal plays every turn.
Yep.
Even if it's round 16 in a 2-day tournament. I've been there. I've had to do that. Granted, I was zoned out, dead brained in the car on the way home, but I've done it. It's just, your body's like, we're going to shut off for the next 2 hours. It's like, yeah, it's fine.
I remember playing 7 rounds in a GP with Grischelbrand. My brain was just mush.
Right, I say it's bad.
I just had such a headache.
God,
I'm like, please don't talk to me. I just need water.
So, what he just so he gives his opponent an extra turn because if you had given TKS Pro Blue,
that would have been the game.
Game.
And he has not found a cryptic command.
This one's at 9. Ooh, Cryptic Command actually would be enough to get Brandon in the game, because then he could Cryptic, tap him, deal him 4, put him to 5. So he's like, swing with both of them, exile top 4. So maybe Brandon drew a Cryptic?
Maybe?
That would be the only reason I could see him attacking. So it takes out Path. Path, land. Oh, no, offers the extension.
Yeah.
Alright. Unfortunate. Super unfortunate.